A Central Arkansas mayor appoints a new police chief, apparently causing the city to break its own law. New mayor Debbie Hollingsworth fired Pine Bluff's police chief and appointed an interim who lives outside the city. Pine Bluff law requires administrators and department heads to live inside city limits, but the former administration had ignored the practice, and Hollingsworth went along with that custom. New tonight at 10, KRK4's Marcy Manley has been following this controversy since it began. Joining us now, and Marcy, roughly after 3 weeks, still unresolved, but I guess the way it sits now, this thing had been violated for years.
That's right, Bob. It was a long-running practice, especially under the Reedus administration. A resolution tonight failed to pass that would have enforced the resolution, or the ordinance rather, that legal counsel says city leaders were violating. And that's really divided the community at a time when everyone's talking about positive change.
Both administrations have done wrong.
Alderman Lloyd Holcomb summing up the situation in Pine Bluff, a city breaking its own laws.
We would not want to continue down this path.
The city attorney telling council members department heads, including the interim police chief, are required by ordinance to live inside city limits.
You did exactly what you wanted to do. You could accept it or you could leave it.
Alderman George Steps sponsoring a resolution to address Mayor Hollingsworth's appointment of the interim police chief.
The directors not in compliance should immediately establish residency in the city or face the consequences.
But it would cost others hired by former Mayor Carl Reedus their jobs if they don't move.
There will be 4 people that will lose their jobs.
The council vote. A tie split on the issue.
Once it's done, you can't change the law to fix it.
A divide shown in community comments as well.
We need to follow that law. We need to do what's right. When we have 2 conflicting laws, if the laws are conflicting, then the people become conflicted.
Steps' resolution failed.
I think it was clearly a win,
leaving some to wonder what that means moving forward.
As long as we keep playing this game, we're going to be running in circles.
Now, Mayor Hollingsworth believes that the law requiring residency inside the city should be removed, and said she couldn't find a copy of that ordinance during the interim chief selection process. And now she says that she was simply operating based on practice and customs put in place by the Reedus administration when she made that selection. Bob, back to you.
All right, Marcy, thank you very much. The city attorney recommended 3 options for the council at this point. It could amend its ordinances, repeal the residency requirement for department heads, or terminate those who don't live in the city limits. While the debate on the issue has been going on for 3 weeks or so, no amendment to the ordinance has been proposed. We'll keep you